Loyola University is a comprehensive transplant center because we are able to provide the whole spectrum of care for patients with end organ disease. Not only transplants, but destination therapies, therapies to treat their diseases if they don't even need to come to transplant. One of the greatest strengths of the team at the Loyola Transplant Center is that we come from all over the country with a wide perspective from practicing in other regions, and we work extremely well together as a close-knit team to deliver patient care.
What makes the transplant program successful at Loyola is teamwork. We have an outstanding group of people, surgeons, hepatologists, nurses, coordinators, who are all working for a single purpose, and that is to provide excellence in patient care.
I think our kidney transplant program at Loyola is very successful because we have a combination of experience and innovation that we're using during the transplant process. We've been developing collaborative relationships with institutions across the country using the National Kidney Registry, as well as using cutting-edge innovative techniques with desensitization. And to best match our patients between donor and recipient, those are the ways that we've been utilizing to get our patients independent of dialysis.
We deal with a variety of patients with kidney diseases, and eventually some patients do end up with kidney failure requiring kidney transplant or other means of dialysis. Preferably, they would all go on to get a transplant. That's our ultimate goal. We offer living donor transplants and deceased donor transplants, and we also offer multi-organ transplants. And we are the only center in Chicago at present that offer lung, liver, kidney, and pancreas. So that is very exciting for us.
Although Loyola is one of the oldest kidney transplant programs in the country, we're one of the most newly transformed programs by bringing on new researchers, physicians, and staff to have expanded our program and developed into a fully integrated model of working both with the team of surgeons and doctors above the diaphragm as well as below the diaphragm.
Loyola was in a unique situation where there was an opportunity where a group of hepatologists from another institution were able to come here and reestablish a program.
We moved 5 hepatologists, 2 research scientists, coordinators, administrators. We moved an entire team, and we had the opportunity to partner with a wonderful group, an outstanding group of liver transplant surgeons. Together, we have been able to start from scratch, to build a program to function the way that we want it to work, and that has met with tremendous success.
We've doubled the previous record in terms of the amount of patients transplanted on a yearly basis. Not only have we doubled the amount of patients we've done, but more importantly, our outcomes have been excellent. Our 1-year survivals have been very good. Our patient satisfaction has been excellent as well.
I chose to come to Loyola because of the reputation that they have in Illinois and throughout the country. I just felt that the doctors and the staff would be the best fit, not only for me, but for my family as well. You know, I looked into their background, saw that they're a teaching school, so to me that shows that they have to be up to date in technology and have some of the best doctors in the country. So that pretty much solidified my decision to stick with Loyola and go through with my transplant.
We have done large numbers of liver transplants. We have a booming hepatology service, but we work together and we make sure that each patient is taken care of and that patients come first.
People have a whole new lease on life after their surgery, and to see people grow and to have a quality and quantity of life is by far the most satisfying thing I can do.
The lung transplant program here at Loyola has been in existence for over 25 years. The program is one of the leaders in lung transplantation in the state of Illinois and one of the pioneers in the country.
A patient comes to us with an advanced lung disease. It may be pulmonary fibrosis, cystic fibrosis, or pulmonary hypertension, or others. We work as a team collaboratively to find the very best treatments for them, whether it be a clinical trial of a new and experimental medication or surgery, or should it be lung transplant as an option in a patient who is sick enough and medically able to undergo the transplant.
Over the years, I think with a collaborative effort and a strong, deep, committed team, been able to address many of the issues that come along with lung transplantation, specific to lung transplantation.
16 years ago, I received my lungs from a phenomenal donor who gave me a chance of life for 16 more years. I have since then seen my children graduate from high school. I have twins, and now I've seen them graduate from college, and they are 25, and my daughter's getting married this fall. So without Loyola, without my donor, I would not have been able to be so blessed to have experienced all those things in life.
The Loyola Heart Transplant Center is the oldest heart transplant center in the Chicago area, with transplants dating back to the mid-1980s, really at the beginning of really large-scale heart transplant in the United States. The outcomes at the heart transplant program at Loyola are above national average. Our one-year survival is over 91%, which is definitely above national average. Our outcomes for 1 month and 1 year and 3-year outcomes are the best in the city. And so, again, I attribute that to the multidisciplinary approach that we take, and we try to make sure that we're incorporating all aspects of care in the long-term management plan for our patients, and that definitely has led to really outstanding outcomes for heart transplant patients.
The main goals and objectives of the Loyola Transplant Center is to provide excellent and quality care to our patients, not only transplants, but offer them the whole spectrum of care for their end organ disease, whether it's destination therapy or ultimately a bridge to transplantation.
When you have this many people working so hard together, you're bound to achieve success, and that is exactly what we've done.